Okay, so I want to give you a few tips for choosing your country. I got my pajamas, so like everything, my hair's a mess, but whatever. It's the point of a vlog. Okay, so here's some tips for choosing your country. Okay, so actually these are not numbered. Okay, so first, what you should always remember is that there is not a bad country, and try not to overstress about, like, don't think about where you don't want to go, think about where you want to go, more so. You can decline countries, at least with our program, which is Rotary Youth Exchange. So yeah, you can decline countries, like it's for the whole country. So, like, obviously each country works differently, but if you live in the US, you can. So there's a lot of choices, and well, each year is different, but you can decline countries, and yeah, but just try not to decline countries unless you really don't want to go there. Don't just do them because like you'd rather go to a different place. Just know that there's a high chance you will not get to go to the place you want to. Well, it depends how many spots are open in that place. Like if you want to go to Brazil, usually they have tons of spots open, so you will probably go there, but you don't know. But it just depends on how many spots, and like the Asian countries, there's a lot more spots there, but some places there's like just not a lot of spots, and a lot of people want to go there. Apparently a lot of people want to go to Italy, and Spain, and those places, and so you can't expect to go there, so just have an open mind. That is like the main thing that you need to do. So next is like regarding safety. Obviously safety is important, so if you want, like, it's fine to look up which countries are safer, but also know that Rotary is about connecting the world and destroying those stereotypes that you have about different countries, and like part of that with safety. So like Rotary is in general a pretty safe, like it's a safe program, and so everybody's background checked and everything, and so don't like overstress about safety, and like just know that like there's places in the US that are not safe, there's places everywhere that aren't safe. And so you just have to, like, and you can talk to your host family and everything and just make sure you're really safe. And so, like, just because you hear all this, like, unsafe stuff about a country, like, just know that every country has their unsafe parts, and you just, like, your host family and everyone, they'll prepare you to be safe. So just don't, like, overstress about, like, the stereotypes of, like, that place being unsafe. Like, because they're not always, like, completely true, and that doesn't mean the whole country's unsafe, you know. So just try to have an open mind about everything with the country, and especially going there, you need to have an open mind about the culture and everything, even though it's different from what you're used to. That's the whole point about Rotary. Whatever number it is. Next thing, that was actually a tip given to me from another Rotary student traveling, was, well, she said that she wasn't going to focus too much on the language that she wanted and just focus on where she wants to go. I think for me, overstressing about like what language is going to be the most useful, which language is going to be the most useful in my future, because it is such a good opportunity to learn a language. I think I like definitely overstressed about that, but I think that was a really great tip, like when she said that. I think it is really good. Obviously, if there's a language you really want to learn, factor that in, and like it's fine to do it just based on language, but you also should focus on like the culture and where you want to live. I think it's just like, if you're like, ooh, I really want to go to this place, but I don't know, like it's not the language I want, I think that you should, like, all languages will have their use. Well, not necessarily, but probably. But like, I would just not overstress too much about the language, and I think it is better just focus on where you like really want to be able to live. And it's not vacation, so it's important to remember, not where you want to go on vacation, where you want to live, where you want to experience that culture. Language is something to factor in, but I just wouldn't overstress about, I have to learn this language, like, because I think, like, if you're like, oh, but I'd rather go to this place, but I don't know about the language, I feel like you should just go to the place you'd rather live in. Not go to, live in. because you're going to be living there. Also, most important thing is do it for you. Of course, your family, they're supporting you in this. They have to for you to go, even if they're not sure about it. But they're your support, so it is really important to talk about it with your family. Talk about where they're comfortable with you going, where it's all, like, where, like, their opinions on where you should go. But do go to a place that you want to go to. Don't just go there because your family or whoever wants you to go there, because it's you're the one who's going to be living there, not your family. So make sure you really do go to the place you want to go to and do it for you. Like, it's good, important to look it over with your family, but you really got to make sure, like, where you're going, you're doing it for you, because you want to, not anybody else. Because, like, this whole thing, it has to be something you want to do for you, because you're the one who's experiencing it. You're the one who's living in that country. Like, as much as your family wishes they could, they can't. So you have to do it for you. And that's it.